Hello, everyone, and welcome to ROKStudios. I'm Stan Miller. I'm the PR and Analyst Relations Manager for Rockwell Automation in the EMEA region. And I'm joined today by two guests. First, I'd like to introduce Hans-Peter Mertens. He is the CEO of the Packaging Group. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
And I'm very excited to have our Global Vice President of Sustainability at Rockwell Automation, Tom O'Reilly. Tom, welcome.
Good morning.
Guys, very excited to have you in the studio here today. We're here to talk about unleashing the power of collaboration for sustainable packaging solutions. Before we get into the topic at hand, though, Hans-Peter, could I just ask you, please, to give us a little background about your company?
Right, thanks again for inviting me and to have the chance to speak here and to discuss with you. The TPG, the Packaging Group, is a typical German mid-cap company building machines for the packaging industry. So mainly concentrating on packaging material like flour, sugar, herbs, or whatever. You name it, and it's a company located here in the western part of Germany. So with roughly 400 employees. It's an umbrella, the Packaging Group, with three strong brands below the umbrella, and each brand is quite and very successful in its niche market. You could say, hey, almost world market leader.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, let's get to the topic at hand, please. So, Hans-Peter, let me start with you, please. Let's start with, why is this sustainability important for the Packaging Group? And then Tom, after he answers, if you could you kind of share with us the Rockwell Automation vision and around sustainability and what it means to Rockwell as a company?
Sure. I mean, sustainability, for us, it's not just a word, we live it. We want to create energy efficient machines for our customers. We deliver, together with our suppliers, a sustainable and climate neutral packaging material. So in combination with that, I think we are offering a broad range of more and more getting sustainable products to the market. And therefore, we are early stepped into that topic of, say, environmental, social, and governance, ESG. And I'm glad to announce that we just finished and opened and were able to show the community that we have a sustainability report now, which you can read and which you can read in hand.
That's great. And Tom, please, sustainability from your perspective and what it means to Rockwell.
So I'm responsible for both our internal sustainability efforts as a company in our manufacturing operations and also our offerings for our customers. So we also, similar to Hans-Peter, we have declared our Scope 1, Scope 2 goals of 2030, net zero. We have very aggressive and robust plans that have been underway for a number of years. Sustainability is very important. But recently, 2 years back, we launched the Sustainable Customer function, because we think about sustainability broadly, and the biggest impact that Rockwell can have is helping our customers become more sustainable. So we're working on new or enhanced or even existing sustainability offerings that can help our customers achieve sustainable outcomes. And it's been a pleasure to work with Hans-Peter at TPG, because they have one of the most forward-looking and strategic views around sustainability, which I'll let Hans-Peter explain. And it's great to partner with the leaders who are leading the industry. And I want to comment on collaboration a little later, but how important in this space collaboration is.
Let's get to the topic at hand of collaboration. I think that's excellent foundation for our discussion. Hans-Peter, if I could start with you, please. How can embracing a collaborative approach between the Packaging Group and Rockwell, how does that help solve common sustainability challenges in the packaging industry?
I mean, first of all, I must really say, from our view, it's a absolute strategic field we are facing to in the world of in the field of sustainability, driving sustainability through the whole company, and using energy efficient drives and automation technology. And yeah, for sure, when you want to offer something to the market, to our customers, you can't do it on your own. So it's in that perspective, it's a very close collaboration between the supplier, the main supplier, and us, and therefore I'm very glad that we, let's say, almost 1 year ago, we started a very close collaboration that field together with Rockwell Automation, and especially the team with from Tom, and I'm very glad that he was able, or we both, we must say, we both were able to form more or less a common team to look on the special needs in the field of sustainability. Yeah, to say it very clear, TPG has a goal itself. So goal is it's a must. So becoming climate neutral by 2030 in scope 1 and scope 2, and 50% in scope 3. What does that mean in scope 3? That includes our suppliers through the whole value chain. Of course, the driving and automation equipment, they're key. And therefore, I think it was the right decision to step into that topic together with a strong partner.
Excellent. Tom, how has Rockwell supported the packaging group in meeting customer needs relating to the market's expectations and regulatory requirements?
So I want to reinforce one thing on the collaboration. I think because climate change is, the regulations are coming very fast and furious. Okay, the European regulations, the CSRD, and then potentially the SEC regulations. So the reporting requirements for ESG and specifically on the scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions are going to be here very quickly. And with TPG, they've taken a very proactive, strategic approach. I think that's really important. And we're using new technology, new applications, and you have to work together in a collaborative way to do that. And I'd say one of the machines that they have now, actually, where they're actually getting contextualized energy data, real data, on like all of the motors and intelligent devices on the machine. That's really important because with real data, you can measure it, you can monitor it, and then you can work on improving it. If you use estimates, that's basically impossible. So we've enabled with our technology, specifically on the energy management application as a first step to really get real data out of the existing automation architecture and intelligent devices on the machine. And I think that customers are really interested in that because then they can use that to report into their systems for their ESG reporting too.
Makes perfect sense. From that data, get the insights, and from there, drive your strategy forward, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Hans-Peter, if I could ask you, can you provide us an example or two of how automation technology has helped TPG and led to significant carbon emissions savings for customers?
It's very simple. Using efficient drives and automation technology, using that the data collecting device. It's a central device from our supplier, and yeah, collecting data online allows us to have the basis for the improvement of improvement in the software, how the machine is running much more efficient. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's this is something most important for our customers to have the ability to do so.
Drives technology, a topic close to my heart. I'm a former drives guy myself, so I really love that example. Tom, how has working together helped to produce energy savings and reduce the carbon footprint of machinery?
So Hans-Peter talked about the application of actually monitoring at a very discrete level the energy consumption of the various components of the machine. Okay, we talked about the energy management. I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about another way. Okay, we're reducing energy and being more sustainable using digital twin. So they now have digital twins of some of their machines that we jointly co-developed. So one, you can do redesigns. Okay, virtually. So you don't have to build and rebuild. You can actually do training virtually. So you don't have to send people on airplanes, no carbon emissions for the travel. And then 3, you can do virtual commissioning, reducing the time, reducing the number of people travel. So that also has a very sustainable impact. And we've looked at there's also a productivity impact that's really good too. So it's good for both the our sustainable outcomes and the bottom line. And I think the way that TPG looks at that in that manner is really important. So it's the thinking that you can drive sustainability and productivity simultaneously if you're smart about it.
Great examples of innovation and applying a technology in such an innovative way. Hans-Peter, if I could ask you, how can end users such as food producers collaborate with their machinery and automation partners like TPG and Rockwell to realize the full potential of sustainable automation technologies in the packaging sector?
I mean, the success is very simple. They can see at the end of the day how they can reduce the energy consumption, and it's always like looking into the use cases, specifically at the customer side, and normally we do it together. So collaboration is not only between us, supplier, and customer. It's with between us and our customers, and this will lead us to success more and more. I want to add something very important from my side. So driving sustainability within a mid-cap company like we are. Something to do with strategic. It's a holistic approach, and it's something to do with driving change. Let's say, forming a company where everybody is aware of, everybody can dedicate his work to the topic of sustainability. Designers, software engineers, and even, of course, mechanic engineers on the shop floor. So everybody can contribute to that topic, and it leads us to that, and more to that overall goal to reduce our carbon footprint.
Sounds like a holistic approach.
It is.
So it's the whole mindset, okay, of sustainability being strategic, but also that will drive productivity together, and it will help your company be more successful and also be more differentiated in the future.
All right, one last question, Tom, if I could ask you, and you've touched on this a few times, but I can't, it's so key to Rockwell Automation as a company when it comes to partnering. Speaking to the importance of cross-industry collaboration and how this brings a strategy to life, any additional thoughts you'd like to share on that?
So Hans-Peter talked about that actually, we need to work together with the machinery builders and the end users all together. So it's not a sequential process, but it's a really collaborative process because some of this is new technology. These are new areas. We have to experiment and we have to move fast. And the only way is having real collaboration, 3-way collaboration or even 4-way, because there may be systems integrators or others involved, but a real collaborative environment with the same goals and direction.
Gentlemen, this has been a fantastic discussion. Thank you so much for your time. Hans-Peter, Tom, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about sustainable solutions and technology, as well as the power of collaboration, visit www.rockwellautomation.com.